Hello friends, welcome back to another video. I know it has been a long time since I've posted anything or uploaded anything, but I had a baby, so that's where I have been. And so what better way to get back into it than with a TBR video. So today we're going to be going through my May TBR. So this month I really want to focus on mood reading. I don't want to do like any TBR jar or anything like that. I just picked books that I have been really wanting to get to, and I have put them on my list. So I have 10 books I'm going to talk about. Some of them have been on previous TBRs. Some of them are rereads because the next one's coming out in a little bit. So without further ado, let's just get into it. So first up, let's do rereads first, just to get them out of the way. So first up, I want to reread The Never List by Jay Presley. The second book, The King's List, I believe is what it's called, is coming out in May. And I read this last year, and I went through it fast because, I sped through it. So I really want to reread it, kind of remind myself what the plot points are and kind of what's going on. That way, when the second one gets here, I can jump into it whenever I like. I hope to get to it in May. I don't know if that's going to happen. But yeah, so book number 1 is The Never List. And then I believe this is the only other reread. The next reread is Light Lark by Alex Astor. I read the first one and then stopped. And I have the whole series that's out so far, and I really want to continue it, so I need to reread the first one. I believe I even reread chapter 1 and then put it down, but I want to reread the first one and then continue on with the series. So that's what we're going to do this month. We're going to reread Light Lark. Next up, because it is becoming a movie and the movie's going to be coming out soon. How many lists has this book been on? Who knows? But I really need to read Sunrise on the Reaping by Suzanne Collins. For those of you that don't know, Hunger Games is one of my all-time favorite series. So I really need to get to this. I've read them all except for this one. And I want to read it before the movie comes out. The last one, what was it? It was Snow's Story, Songbirds and Snakes, I think is what it was. I didn't read it till after the movie came out. And so I had to read it really fast before I could watch it. I don't want that to happen this time. So we are going to read this month. Next up, a highly anticipated read and book of the month. My mail person left it out in the rain, and so the dust jacket is all warped and gross from the rain. I don't know if you can see it, but it's all warped and gross. And Now Back to You by B.K. Borison. I loved First Time Caller last year. I gave it 5 stars. And so, look at this. The water, they just left it out in the rain. But I am so excited for this one. I loved And Now Back to You, so I'm really excited to jump into this one and see how I like it. No, First Time Caller. I think this one's supposed to be like a When Harry Met Sally. I know the first one was Sleepless in Seattle. That inspired it, and I think this one is Harry Met Sally. So, Weather Boy meets Weather Girl. So I'm really excited. Next up, we have 2 that I started and then never finished. So, the first one, how many pages did I get into it? 83 pages into it and then stopped, and that is My Dark Desire by L.J. Shin and Parker S. Huntington. This is a dark Cinderella retelling. So I really want to pick this back up and finish it. The first one is My Dark Romeo, then it's My Dark Desire, and then My Dark Prince, I believe. So I really want to get back into this series and finish this one up and see how I like it. Next up is a thriller that I started, and that is The Chain by Adrienne McKenty. And in this one, it's your child gets kidnapped, and then you have to kidnap someone else's child in order to get your child back, and you have to keep the chain going. I got 80 pages into this one and then put it down. Once again, I think I was going into a reading slump before baby got here. I have the audiobook of this, so I can just listen to it while I'm doing things and kind of finish this up. So yeah, really excited to see how this ends and see how this wraps up. I've heard mixed reviews about this, but I really want to finish it and kind of make my own assumption, kind of make my own decision on how I feel about it. So yeah. Next up, we have King of Envy by Anna Wong. I really want to read this before the next one comes out. I don't remember when the next one comes out. I think it comes out in June or July. I know it comes out this year. And this is the only one that I have left to read before it. So I really want to read it. I've heard that this one is the most liked out of the whole series. But yeah, and it's 500 pages. So I'm really excited to see how I like this one. I was going to put another Anna Wong, The Defender, I think it is, the second one in her soccer romance series, but I decided just to keep it to this one. So we're going to read King of Envy. Hopefully, I finish all of these books and stick to my TBR this month. That is going to be the goal. is to stick to my TBR this month and only dwindle out of it a little bit. We'll see how that goes. I have never stuck to a TBR before, so we're going to see how I do this month. Next up, we have 26 and 2026 books. I picked 3 of them this month just because I am behind. How many do I have left to read? 19. I have 19 left to read on that list, and we're in April. So I picked 3 this month. First one is The Graham Effect by Elle Kennedy. I've heard this one be compared to things like One Tree Hill and things like that, and if you know me, you know that One Tree Hill is my all-time favorite TV show. I have rewatched it, I don't know how many times. I'm currently rewatching it right now while I'm on maternity leave. So I'm very excited to get this one and see how I like it. I think this is Garrett's daughter. Yeah, Garrett Graham's daughter. This is her story, so I'm really excited. Next up from the 26 and 2026 list, we have All Roads Lead Here by Mariana Zapata. I plan to immersive read this along with the audiobook. So far, what I've noticed about her audiobooks is they have a male narrator that only does, like, the whole book is only from the female character's point of view, but they have a male narrator that will do the male main character's talking points and things like that. And then the other narrator will do everybody else, and I really like that. I really liked it when I read From Luke Off with Love, so I'm hoping that's how this audiobook will be. So yeah, so I'm really excited to get to this one. I think this is a single dad, and she's like the neighbor next door, and he is her landlord, so very excited for this one. And then lastly, this is where I will probably have to deviate from the TBR. Lastly, because the series is going to wrap up this year. The last one will be, I think the last one comes out in November of this year, and then the next one comes out in July. And then I recently got book 5 in the mail last month, so I really need to continue the Bonded by Thorns series. This is book 4, Broken by Daylight. The only thing is it's been forever since I read the first 3 books, and so I might have to reread those, which I could just do those on Kindle really fast and then hop into this one, which I could do this one on Kindle too, but I just like to annotate because it's fun. So I want to read this one so I can jump into the next one. It's actually down here. You're actually sitting on it. So yeah, I'm really excited. The only thing is that now that this series has been traditionally published, my set will not match. But I refuse to spend and buy like another copy because I already have it. So like, what's the point? But you know what I mean? But yeah, so that is our last book on our May TBR. So we have 10 books currently on our May TBR, and hopefully I will get to all of them. My goal is to hopefully do some reading vlogs in May now that I'm on maternity leave and I can kind of focus on kind of filming YouTube videos and things like that. My goal before I go back to work is to film a bunch of videos to have them ready. Like I want to film a YA book recommendation video of all my favorite YA books that I've read, plus the ones that are currently on my TBR. I have a lot of video ideas that I really want to get to. So I'm hoping that I can be able to get to that before I go back to work. But yeah, so those are the books that I will be reading in the month of May. And let me know down below what are some books that you're going to be reading next month. Do you have any book recommendations based on these books right here that you think I might like? Let me know down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Join my bookish community. It would make my day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one.